Mansa, can we get started?
Yes.
All right then. Um, okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm the Chief Sergeant at Arms Toastmasters Parsha, and I welcome you all to the episode 3 of Golden Ticket series. I would like to begin by stating the mission of a Toastmasters Club. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self confidence and personal growth. Some rules to be respected during the meeting are: all attendees must mute their audio at all times unless instructed otherwise by the host. Kindly refrain from movements that distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. Do not speak about sex, religion, politics in a derogatory manner. You may encourage the speakers by reacting with a thumbs up or applaud emoticon if you wish to do so. And last but not least, do not share your screen unless you play a role and you're allowed to do so. Now, today we are here to witness episode 3 of Golden Ticket series. Now, before we get started, allow me to talk about what Golden Ticket Series exactly is. It is an initiative by Area G3 by the Area Director Toastmaster Chishti Bhasha. This is to help members of the area and further to grow beyond what Toastmasters offers. The initiative solely focuses on overall development, not just as a speaker or a leader, but as a person. Now, today's episode is organized by a college club, BVRT Hyderabad Toastmasters Club of Area G3. Now, without a further ado, I take the opportunity to start the meeting with bristling energy, and I want to introduce you all to a person who is very dearest member in Toastmasters for me, the presiding officer, Toastmaster Manasa.
Thank you, Toastmasters Parsha, for kickstarting the meeting. Today's episode is very special because it's an extension of the second episode. Golden Ticket series is a 11 episode series. It focuses on overall development bit by bit. The first episode, we talked about time management. The second episode, we talked about our thinking, the right way of thinking. And third episode is all about and visualization and visualizing the bigger picture. Each episode has its own speciality. Before, we thought that we can only conduct these sort of sessions in form of a panel discussion or a debate or an education session. But this week we decided to do it in form of a traditional TI meeting. It sounds, in the beginning it sounded a little complicated and very impossible, but today we are going to make it happen together. So to do that, we have a person, a very important role player present at this meeting, who is the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rumi. She is a budding leader uh, who is the current president of Elan Toastmasters Club, and people know her as the evaluator who is on point. So help me invite the critical evaluator who is going to be the Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Rumi. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manasa, for having me. So, I want to do a quick check. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay. So, I see Sparsha a bit doubtful. So, I think my voice is clear, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, I would like to thank the team for having me. I know I should not be here. It was Divesh who had to be here, and he clearly stated that it is for senior Toastmasters. But me not being that senior in Toastmaster fraternity and placing that trust on me and giving the opportunity for taking the role of a team mod, and I really thank the team for keeping that utmost faith, and I would like to congratulate the BVRIT team for coming up with such a wonderful session. So thank you for having me. So let me kickstart the session. For the benefit of guests, I will like to tell you what is the flow of the meeting we have generally in traditional Toastmasters session. Firstly, we have prepared speech section wherein the any member of Toastmasters, he or she gets his speech mentored and presents his or her speech in front of the audience. The second segment is called a stable topic segment, wherein the topic is provided impromptu and the speaker has to speak on it for a certain time limit. And third section we have in general Toastmasters meeting is called evaluation section, wherein we give a constructive feedback to the speaker. And overall quality of the meeting is also evaluated by the so-called general evaluator. With this, I will like to start with the theme of the day, which is called as visualize to materialize. Now, if you take a quick look around, you will see nothing human made that did not first exist as an image in someone's mind. It is impossible to create something that cannot first be imagined. So visualization and imagination has that of a powerful impact. Now it is a virtual session and I cannot see most of you, so I will like to encourage to people to use the chat box and the use of emoticons. I have two quick questions for audience. Do you think we all visualize? Cool. I see some people nodding and some emoticons. Yes, we do. So whether we are aware or not, we do visualize. So my another question is daydreaming and visualizing same? This is a tricky one. Good. Sparsha is very intelligent, I see. It is no. So what is visualization? Visualization is the process of simulating future experiences. In other words, I will say it is a concentrated dreaming. It is called as concentrated dreaming because you have a goal to materialize and you consciously think about how to, what steps you have to take to achieve that goal. But in daydreaming, it is random. You get carried away by a random train of thoughts. So visualization is more of a conscious action which you take with an intention. Intention is to materialize goal, and in daydreaming you don't have any conscious action. It is just random. It can happen anywhere, and there is no such intention also in daydreaming. So that's the basic difference between daydreaming and visualization. I hope I have set the pace now, and as the session progress, I will be telling a few things on like is there a scientific evidence on visualization? Was it helpful for someone? And if we have to visualize to materialize, what should we be doing? And I will finally conclude by a few examples, legendary examples who have used visualization. So to carry the session forward, I would like to call upon someone who is a perfectionist, past district director, and very critical general evaluator. General evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Arvind Nair.
Status పెట్టినప్పుడు కానీ క్లోజ్ లో పెడతారు.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would like to correct the Toastmaster of the Day. It's not a critical, I'm not a critical person, but I would like to critique the meeting. I'm here to critique the meeting, not to be very critical about it. Yes, and I do have, I would be looking at the meeting in total and suggesting or recommending some improvements if I notice somewhere that something can be improved. To help me with the meeting, I do have a couple of role players. Let us begin with the introduction of the timer. May I ask timer Ravi Teja to please let us know his role for today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arvind. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much again. Good evening, everybody. I am your timer for today, Toastmaster Ravi Teja Peri. Before I talk about the importance of time, I would like to tell you my journey where I was late to start to work from home for just 5 minutes and ended up being on road for 2 hours. You wouldn't believe. The minute I was late for 5 minutes, I couldn't get the bus that I wanted, because of which I was late for 15 minutes. I took an auto where he took 30 minutes extra time to reach the main tier. And after 45 minutes of heavy, exhausting work, I was late for another 1.5 15 minutes because of heavy traffic. Now, this all happened because I was late for just 5 minutes. Imagine the same. If we are late in this particular meeting for 5 minutes, we never know what might happen. But today, I promise you that we will end this on time, because I am the timer for you today. And I will ensure that my timer cards will play a prominent role to make sure we all get silent by the time it comes. So now I begin to talk about what exactly we are going to time for today. The first thing is the prepared speeches. So today's prepared speeches is for 10 to 12 minutes. And at 10 minutes, I will show the speaker the green card, which is this. And at 11 minutes, I will show them the yellow card. And at 12 minutes, I'll show the red card. And the speaker will have a grace time of 30 seconds, plus or minus, and it is allowed.
Perry, it
For
is 8
tabletop,
to 10 minutes. It's 8.
okay. Thank you so much for the correction. For 8 minutes, I'll show green card. For 9 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And at 10 minutes, I'll show the red card. Today, the table topics, we have 1 to 2 minutes. For 1 minute, I'll show green card. For 1.5 minutes, I'll show yellow card. And at red, I'll show red card at 2 minutes. And the grace time of 30 seconds is again allowed. For the third section, that is the evaluation, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. For 2 minutes, I'll show green card. 2.5, I'll show yellow card. And 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. When called upon the general evaluator, I would like to present my report. Over to you, General Evaluator Arvind Nair.
Thank you, Timer Ravi. And now may I invite the R counter Toastmaster Shivani to let us know about her role.
I'm sorry, it's Akshita. I was assigned the role of counter, if I'm not wrong.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. Well, hello everyone. Filler words in a speech are useless, like P in psychology and T in tsunami. So I, as an accountant today, will keep a note of all filler words used by the speakers in today's meeting. And by the end of the meeting, I'll be presenting my report. So the filler words like well, so, but, you know, and filler sounds like and and short and long pauses used by all the speakers in the meeting. So with this, I'll also be providing tips, and I'll also be assigning the title of superstar to the speaker who avoid using filler words to the best of the ability. So thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Arvind Nair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshita. And now may I invite the grammarian to let us know the role that she would be playing today. Toastmaster Sunita.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Arvind. What's up, Area G3? My name is Vinod, Sunita Vinod. You must have heard my name, right? The general evaluator just said it. If you haven't been listening carefully, then let me tell you, that is exactly what my role is all about. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers who liven up the screen today and listen carefully to their language usage. I'll make a note of any incorrect usage of grammar, as well as any good usage of words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. Additionally, I have also been given the task of introducing the word of the day, which is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which means wonderful. I'm just kidding. The word of the day is aplomb. B is silent, aplomb. That's how it's pronounced, aplomb. A-P-L-O-M-B. B is silent, aplomb. And it means self-confidence or assurance, especially when in a demanding situation. Synonyms for the same is poise and calmness. Example of how to use it in a sentence would be, Manasa passed the test with aplomb. So that the word of the day does not feel very lonely, we also have an idiom for the day, which is a storm in a teacup, which means a big fuss about a small problem. Example of the same in a sentence would be, an argument about nothing is a classic example of a storm in a teacup. Each speaker is encouraged to use both the word and the idiom for the day. I will be giving my report at the end when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Ramiri and Sunita, for explaining your role that's full of aplomb. I must say that. And that was no little storm in a teacup. It was wonderfully explained. And now that we have the three people who would help with the meeting, I would like to hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day, Rumi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind Nayak. Without further ado, let us begin the first section of today's meeting, which is the prepared speech section. So the speaker for today has been a district level ISC contestant and has been convener for Eloquence 2018. With this, I will like to welcome Toastmaster Lasya, speaker for today's meeting. Toastmaster Lasya, Dreamer Fighter Mavericks. Dreamer Fighter Mavericks, Toastmaster Lasya. Over to you.
May I interrupt, Rumi? Could we have an evaluator, a speech evaluator, read out the objectives of the speech, please?
Okay. Can we have Beena, Toastmaster, DTM Beena, to read out the speech evaluation objectives?
General Evaluator Toastmaster Arvind, I would like to tell you that I was told that it is going to be a generic evaluation and there are no particular speech objectives for this speech, which is 8 to 10 minutes. So I will be, and the length of my evaluation will be 2 to 3 minutes. So I will be observing what she's saying, evaluating it in a generic way. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I getting an introduction again? Or I start?
Ma'am, you can start, ma'am.
Okay. Does everybody hear me and can see me?
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. I'm starting my speech. All right. Okay. May 13th, 2017. Hi, Lasya. Hi, Ravi. How are you? What are you doing this evening? I'm going to Charminar with my friends to experience the Ramzan season and try out the different types of halim there. Wow, who all? You're going with Ravi and with Chandra and Sneha? No. I'm going with my college friends, Soumya and all these folks. Can I join in? Sure, why not? So we went into the streets of Charminar, gobbled up loads of halim, bought lots of bangles, ate the wonderful muscati ice cream and all the scrumptious starters until we were stuffed till the gills. It was a wonderful evening, everything but aplomb. As we were coming back, I asked Ravi, what made me come with my college friends? Is there anything wrong? He said, Lasya, I have a big favor to ask. Can you lead Eloquence 2018 for me? I said, Ravi, you know I didn't pick up any district role because I wanted to break from Toastmasters. Lasya, please, I need someone to do a good quality conference and you're the only one who can scream at the top of her voice at anyone, including me, for a good quality meeting. I said, I need to think. I took 2 weeks' time. And did I have a choice? I said, yes, but with a few conditions. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends. Today I'm here to talk about what exactly happened after that evening, after the Ramzan trip at Charminar, to the next Ramzan trip at Charminar. With Ravi, I put on 2 conditions. One, it'll be a quality conference, but it's going to be a very different one, away from the cliche. Are you okay with it? The second, I need your help to keep few people away from me who unnecessarily create a storm in a teacup so that I can focus in peace. The agreements were done and the saga began. The hunt for the brightest minds in the Toastmasters fraternity of Hyderabad started, and I reached out to everybody who's enthusiastic for more than about a year or so. Some responded, some didn't. The first meeting started off humbly in a co-working space called the Whiteboard Cafe to see what theme we will have. No outcome. The second was at Indie Blaze. We pulled out all the old themes that Aura Fest and Fun and Furor rejected so that we can probably find a theme. Nothing rang the bell. The third meeting was at Waffle House. Again, nothing happened. Fourth, at Godavari Ruchulu. Nothing happened. But wait, we all gained 500 grams each. The fifth meeting, we decided, okay, the theme is not working. Let's at least try to understand what we want to give. So we scrapped the idea of a theme and thought on what we wanted to do. We brainstormed for hours and realized most members don't stay in the conference room for more than 50% of the time. So we thought we would have to give a multitude of experience. And we came up with the idea of the power of choice and give a multitude of experience. So I excitedly called up Ravi again saying, Ravi, we wanted to give the power of choice to people. We wanted to give a multitude of experience. He listened to me. He said, that's nice, but what's the theme? I said, we still didn't come up with it, but this is the idea. He said, why don't you just run a contest and get done with it? I said, no, it's my conference and my team will decide what the theme should be. Not some nincompoop from Timbuktu. No way. 7th, 8th, 9th meetings went on how we will deliver the conference. Still no idea. Finally, in October, after planning from June, July, August, we came up with this theme of dreamers, mavericks, and icons. Then we realized, do we really have icons? Then again we searched, and finally the theme of the conference, dreamers, fighters, mavericks, came up with the power of choice, choose your identity and choose your experience. We took more than 4 months to come up with theme, 25 plus meetings, 100 plus calls, ideating, validating, pushbacks, encouragements, everything. But it took such a long time to come up with the first milestone, the theme of the conference. But the most important outcome of it was the core team who stuck along for the 4 months had the vision and knew exactly what we wanted to deliver in the conference. When we rolled out the nomination, we rolled out the nomination forms for the role players. And our first ever meeting happened at TCS Deccan Park. 3 long hours we spent on delivering the idea of dreamers, fighters, and mavericks. And what all we want to do, all the craziness that we wanted to do in the conference. 3 hours only to deliver the vision that we had it took. And the result of that was the PR team. They came up with such wonderful things. This badge, every single Toastmaster until the conference had it. Be it Bombay, Goa, Pune, wherever it is. Everybody wore this. Nobody wore I'm a Toastmaster badge, but people wore I'm a dreamer, fighter, maverick badges. The team came up with wonderful stickers in conferences. Every poster was aligned with dreamers, fighters, and mavericks. The program quality team had different speaking platforms, that is, including different speakers like Geeta Ramanujam, Sunita Krishnan, had different concepts like Pecha Kucha, Human Library, and so much more. We even created a Limca book of records in the conference. The unconferencing team had a Pani Puri contest, had a book exchange, played Snakes and Ladder. We learned how to play a Rubik Cube. We learned tarot reading, Zumba, Bhangra, photography, and much, much more. The registration team, it was a first conference that went couponless for food coupons. They came up with this wonderful tag. All Hyderabad Toastmasters at least can relate to it because every conference has come up with this tag of I'm a Toastmaster. And this PR has gone a long way in building membership across even till date. The entertainment team, the Ramzan walk that we had then, we had the same Ramzan experience in the conference. We had a cricket match. We had a traditional dance that got a standing ovation, which was never heard of. How could we let the attendees miss the Ramzan season, right? The hospitality team, we had to book 2 full hotels, enable transportation from to and fro from hotels. The souvenir team has come up with this beautiful souvenir. Even Arvind and Beena had reviewed the souvenir when we created this. Has the entire conference packed into this beautiful book. 1 year of hard work, multiple sleepless nights, and we delivered this conference with great aplomb. After the conference, while we received multiple accolades from everybody of how much they liked the conference, how good it was, how different it was, there was one feedback or a memory that I will cherish for my life to come. Aditya Maheshwaran on the second day was looking to buy a day pass. I was wondering, hey, this man he's got a conference pass. Why is he wanting to buy a day pass? I sent one of my buddies to ask him. And, I went along and he says, Lasya, I've been attending district conferences all my life since I was 18. And this by far is the best conference that I've attended, immaculately designed and wonderfully executed. And my wife is in Hyderabad and I want my wife to experience Toastmasters. And I think this is the conference that she should be first stepping her first stones into. This coming from a man whom I really, really look up to and works on quality made me really contented. So next time when you do something great, spare a moment, visualize the larger picture. Once you understand your vision and spend time in passing that great vision to the team, if not for the wonderful, passionate team who understood the vision that we had, put their mind, body, heart, and soul into it, and deliver it with aplomb, we wouldn't have had such a great conference. Dream big, fight for the great dream that you have, and you'll surely dance away like a maverick. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much for that wonderful speech, Toastmaster Lasya. I was totally engrossed for that 8 minutes and I did not wanted you to end speaking. It was so attentive. I mean, I have no words. Pleasure listening to you, Toastmaster Lasya. So before we move on to the second segment, let me talk about the theme of the day. The second stage which I want to talk about on the theme, which is visualize to materialize, is there any scientific evidence that this has worked? So a few months back, I was reading a book by Daniel Goleman, which is Emotional Intelligence. There, I came across a chapter which said that our brain cannot distinguish between what is real and what is imaginary. It is same. So that caught my attention and it had an experiment to prove that. So the experiment went like this. There were some volunteers who were asked to play a sequence of piano notes each day for 5 consecutive days, and the brains were scanned each day, which connected to their finger muscles. And there were another set of volunteers who were asked to imagine playing the notes instead. And also their brains also were being scanned. Now, after the 5 days were done, the results came by. The scans were there and they compared the scans. Now, what the psychologist found out was changes in the brain in those who imagined playing piano were the same as in those who actually played piano. So in reality, your brain doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. And I also came across an athlete, Sally Gunnan is her name. She was the first British female 400-meter hurdler and she has created a history in winning Olympics and breaking a lot of world titles. In her interview, she said that the winning gold was 70% mental, and she started practicing visualizing after failing to win 1991 World Championship. She started visualizing. She did it every damn day. She imagined sprinting, huddling, and even imagined having the strength. So, what happened was through visualizing like this, her brain had undergone changes that improved her muscles and even gave her the strength to the body to carry out what she had been imagining. So, that is the power of visualization, your thoughts, and imagination. With this small fact, I will like to uh, carry on the second session, and I will, for the second session, I will like to call upon current Club Growth Director, and she is also Initiative Chair of Power of One, DTM Sapna Auri. Over to you, DTM Sapna Auri.
Thank you so very much, Toastmaster of the Day. It was really lovely listening to Visualize to Materialize. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you to the most exciting session of any Toastmasters meeting. A session that gets everybody nervous, a session that everywhere is sweating. Yes, it's the table topics round, and I have my general evaluator Arvind out here. So if I'm speaking anything out of the script, he's gonna mark that thing in his general evaluation. Just kidding. All right, so this session is all about your thinking skills, your listening skills, and your speaking skills. You will be asked to speak for a time of 1 to 2 minutes. I would request the timer to kindly show the cards, please, as I am going to go ahead and narrate the timing guidelines.
Yes, can you see?
I can see the word master of the day.
Yes, so we have the timers next, followed by.
Thank you very much. So you are requested, all speakers out here will be requested to speak for a time of 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will show you green card when 1 minute is completed, a yellow card when 1 minute and 30 seconds is completed, and a red card at 2 minutes. You will have a grace period of 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. And the topics are going to be fun. I bought some nice serious topics, and I would appreciate if all of you can make it a little more fun. So get creative, guys. It's about visualize to materialize. So just get creative. All right. So who wants to go first? Yes, seriously, who wants to go first? Don't do this to me. Don't make me sound like I'm the only one talking. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Anyone who's not playing a role? Can the Toastmaster of the day or probably the Zoom master help me out? Who's not playing a role?
Well, we have guests Rambika, Vinita, Deepthi, Ameya.
Okay, so let's go with Ram first. Ram, would you like to turn on your video? I can't hear you if you're speaking.
Hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you turn your video on, please, so that I can also see you?
Actually, I'm very close to the mic. If I open the video, you can see only my head. So.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So Ram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you one topic. Okay, I'm going to repeat the topic twice, and you can go ahead and you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Minimum, please try and speak for 1 minute till you see the green card. Right? Are you ready? Okay. Ram, a man is the creator of his destiny. A man is the creator of his destiny. Ram.
Thank you, Sapna. A man is the creator of his destiny. I would like to agree to this statement because in my case, every time I think about what happens to me and whenever I think about setting goals, I think luck, I used to think luck used to play a big role. And in my college experiences and after my graduation in my office, and I have seen clear examples that luck is not something that depends on us, but it's our hard work and it's our motivation towards the goal which creates our destiny, and the hard work, as said, which will drive us to our destiny. So it is safe to say that we create our own destiny, and I guess that's it. Sorry.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. You spoke for a minute. Congratulations on that. I'm glad as a first time speaker, you spoke till the green card. So thank you very much for that. So whom do we have next? Okay, Sonali, would you like to turn on your video and audio, please? Can the Zoom master help? Sonali? Okay. All right. So I think our guest does not want to speak. Can I have a Toastmaster? Is any Toastmaster, any one of you waiting for your turn to speak?
Table Topics Master, I would like to go next.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. So your question is, sorry, your topic. Toastmaster Mansa, what is the box in thinking out of the box? What is the box in thinking out of the box? Toastmaster Mansa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna. Everybody says, think out of the box, think out of the box. We need to learn how to think out of the box, but nobody really tells us what exactly our box is. Well, when I started thinking about this box, it reminded me of a story that I have heard multiple times ever since I was a child. It is the story of an elephant. A big elephant was tied to a small pole with a very fragile rope. When a person asked the circus keeper how does the elephant still stay there and not escape, the zookeeper or the circus keeper said, we tied that elephant with that very small rope when the elephant was a child, and when the elephant tried to run away as a child, the rope was strong enough to keep it occupied, to keep it still present in the circus. It couldn't escape. So as it grew up with the notion that the rope is unbreakable. So in a similar way, that box is similar to the rope of that elephant. That box is our predefined notions of what is acceptable and what is not. It is the set of restrictions that we impose on ourselves and the set of restrictions which stop us from exploring the world. For example, whenever we grow up, people say that you should not run too fast. You are a girl. You should not run around when you're getting older in your teenage. And it is a set of restrictions that we impose on ourselves. And today, when I need to run to get things done, I'm a little self-conscious about it. So thinking out of the box is merely getting over the set of restrictions that you have imposed on yourself and the set of restrictions that everyone around you have imposed on you. So think out of the box, break all the notions. Back to Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much. That was a brilliantly attempted topic. I really love listening to you. All right. So who wants to go next?
Hello, Sapna. I'm Janvi. I want to go next.
Hello. All right,
Hello.
guys. Can I make one request to everybody in the audience? Can I see your lovely faces, please? Seriously, I don't even know if half of you are actually sleeping. Yeah, like it's Sunita smiling with all the 32 teeth, 36, 32. Hello, Veena. Arvind, you have to come online. Rajesh, Akanksha, Vinita, Teja, Shri, Ramvikas, I know he cannot come online. He said he's too close to the phone. The R counter. Mansa, come online. Come on the video. I want to see you. I love your haircut as well. All right. So let's go ahead with Janvi. Are you all set, Janvi?
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a little fun topic. Don't kill me for that topic because I just made it up. Okay. Have you seen the movie Koi Mil Gaya?
I don't watch Bollywood movies. I'm so sorry.
Okay. We'll still go. Since it's visualized to materialize, so we'll still attempt it. Okay.
Okay.
Toastmaster Janvi, if you were Jadoo from Koi Mil Gaya, who was an alien with Hrithik Roshan, what is that one thing you would have changed about yourself in the movie? So if you were Jadoo from Koi Mil Gaya, what is that one thing you would have changed about yourself in the movie? Toastmaster Janvi.
Having a brief disclaimer, I have never watched that movie and I don't know who that Jadoo or the alien is. But something came up into my mind when I heard to Manasa's table topic, think out of the box. So I'm going to break that tie which is onto my legs and going to speak about Koi Mil Gaya, that Jadoo. If that alien or the one alien I always wanted to be in my life is Doraemon. I grew up watching Doraemon and I loved him a lot. The cute, bubbly little guy who does everything for that stupid Nobita who does not know anything at all. He does not know how to do maths, he does not know how to impress a girl, he does not know how to convince his mom and dad. Nothing on this world, but he got his best friend, the alien, called the Doraemon. I want that beautiful alien in my life who will help me in achieving all my dreams. Though I won't say I'm that bad as Nomita, but I'm a pretty decent good girl going on with my life. So I want my Doraemon to fulfill my this beautiful wish of getting out of this dirty habit I have, that is procrastination and self-doubt. Every time I'm going to attempt a speech, I will be going back to my mentor and I'll be asking him, Toastmaster Joy, sir, will I be able to do this? And he will be like, where did I get this girl as a mentee? You go and do it. Every time when I'm taking up a role, I'll go back to him and say, sir, can I do this? He will say, just get out of this and do that. Not only in Toastmasters, but everywhere in my life, I am this self-doubt person. Even my wonderful lady who is sitting over here, Ravi Teja Perry, every time, though serving as his assistant AD, I'll go him and give him that all the ideas, and he will come back to me and saying, Janvi, do it. I want my wonderful Doraemon to push me into doing all these things, and I'm happy to have wonderful Doraemons in my life, Toastmaster Joy and Toastmaster Ravi. Over to you, Sapna.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And trust me, I hate Doraemon. And I don't hate him, I hate Nobita. I think he just keeps crying throughout. And that's the only noise that you hear in the house as well, because my nephew just starts behaving like Nobita. And then he wants, I think, all Doraemons around him. So I'm like, Sunita will do all this. This is because mother of two, obviously. Right? So who wants to go next? But thank you so much. That was a lovely attempt. Thank you so much. Who wants to go next? Yeah, peeps, who's going next? Oh, happy birthday, Janvi. Do we all get to sing? Is that visualization to materialization is like out of the box thinking right now? Okay. Okay, so I have a very good topic next. I want a Toastmaster to actually attempt this. So who wants to go next? Ravi, Ravi Teja, you want to go next? Since you're the timer,
I can,
you
but
can.
I'm also the timer, so I really can't multitask. Otherwise, I would have. I'd if I have at least multitask. So
okay, I want a Toastmaster to attempt this. So I think I can't. Who wants to go next? Beena ma'am. All right, let's go.
Give an easy topic, huh?
Oh, amazing one. Just think out of the box. Okay. How long have you been a Toastmaster?
10.
10 years? Okay. So DTM Beena, if you were not a Toastmaster, what would you have been? If you were not a Toastmaster, what would you have been? DTM Beena.
I would have been a struggler if I were not a Toastmaster. having gotten into Toastmasters by accident, a happy accident. Um, I mean, it was the strangest thing of all, because I was teaching in Symbiosis. I was the business communications lecturer. And one of my students came up to me and said, "Ma'am, why don't you join Toastmasters?" So I said, "Why should I join Toastmasters? I'm teaching, I speak, I can talk. I don't, and what is Toastmasters?" So he elaborately explained what Toastmasters was. And so I said, okay, let me think. And I thought and I thought and I procrastinated. And I said, I don't know. I don't know if I need it. However, he literally held my hand and took me to the closest meeting that was happening in Pune. And I attended it. And then they gave me the usual table topics, which was can be the death of many incumbent Toastmasters. And there I was, knees knocking, elbows shaking. And I, for the life of me, could not attempt the 1 to 2 minute Toastmasters. And I went home, looked in the mirror, and I said, "That's why Toastmasters." And that's the way I joined Toastmasters. Now I cannot imagine a day without Toastmasters. When people tell me, "Will you evaluate?" I raise my hand. When people tell me, "Will you take on this role?" If it's possible, I raise my hand. And especially now in the virtual medium, it is so easy to sit at home and just gas. I love to talk. And now I'm getting better and better at it after 10 years, of course, of talking. So if I were not a Toastmaster, I don't know what I would have been. So I cannot visualize. So this is the material me, and it's difficult to visualize life without Toastmasters. Over to you, Tabletop.
Thank you so much for that. I'm really happy and I'm loving the way the table topics are being attempted. Like, that's the happiest me. Okay, who wants to go next? I have an interesting topic. Who wants to go next? Come on, guys, be nice to me. Mansa called me all the way from Amritsar. I'm sitting in my hometown right now. I'm talking to you like in cold winter, not like, yeah, I want to make it sound like it's like the winter is here and, all of that without the White Walkers. So who's going to go next? Why is your crowd so thanda, Mansa? I thought Hyderabad is supposed to be the most chirpiest of the crowd, right? All young souls. Come on, you got to give some competition to Beena, to Arvind, not to me. I'm young and happening. So who's going next? Come on, let's see. Should I pick and choose? So Toastmaster Akanksha, should I pick and choose? Akanksha, do you want to attempt? See, I have another 7 minutes, so I have to kill this time. So I have another interesting topic. And I'm the only one talking. Like, I can only listen to my own sounds right now.
Toastmaster Sabna, can I take the topic?
Yeah, nice. Thank you so much. Amaya, are you a Toastmaster or you're a guest?
I am a Toastmaster.
Awesome. How long have you been in Toastmasters?
An year.
An year? Do you love Toastmasters?
Yes, of course. I do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Toastmaster was a guy, would you want to date him or marry him? If Toastmasters was a guy, would you want to date him and marry him? Toastmaster Amaya.
I wouldn't do neither of those because I don't love Toastmasters that much to actually marry it. But I mean, okay, I do love it, but marrying is like a lifelong commitment. I actually want to believe that I will continue Toastmasters till I become old and everything. But I don't know. Maybe if I don't get any chance, I won't be able. If I don't find any club nearby, I can't join. So marriage is no. And then love, definitely. I think I do love Toastmasters, so love is okay. And because when I joined Toastmasters, I did not know anything. Like I first called it Toast Makers. I thought it was something about cooking when I first heard it. That was my knowledge about Toastmasters. And then when I joined, it was so different. Everyone giving these amazing speeches and roles. I thought, okay, you know what? I need to do this. I need to become a great speaker like this. I was motivated the first meeting I attended. So from that day on till today, every time I see someone speak, I get astonished, like, wow, such a great speaker. So, I get motivated, and when someone does a role really nice, I think, wow, we need to do that. So, yeah, this is what keeps me going in Toastmasters, and I think the love will go on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a lovely out of the blue topic. It's coming from a personal experience because my family thinks I only do Toastmasters, and probably I don't have anyone to love or to date in my life. So that's from a personal experience, and I'm glad that people have other opinions as well about Toastmasters. So thank you. Who wants to go next? One last topic. Wow. This is like the deathly silence kind, silence before the actual storm. So Rajesh, you want to go next, or you've spoken already? I'm sorry. No, you've not spoken, right?
No, I didn't speak. I will go. I'll go. I'll take it.
Yeah, yes. Are you a guest or a speaker? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you a guest or a Toastmaster? So sorry.
I'm a guest Toastmaster.
You're a guest.
I'm a guest.
You're a guest. All right. So I'll be very, very nice to you. Okay. Rajesh, necessity is the mother of all inventions. Necessity is the mother of all inventions. Rajesh.
Hello, everyone. I think this is a good topic. Necessity is the mother of all inventions. I think this is how the Toastmasters also would have been invented. When somebody, I don't know who exactly brought this into the world, we should all appreciate him. And he himself would have suffered a lot of stage fear or social anxiety kind of thing, because of which he brought us this Toastmasters. And for me also, I was looking in the internet for the ways to get rid of social anxiety and stage fear.
Oh, what happened? Did he drop?
I think we lost him. I've paused the time here just in case if he joins back. I'll continue from there.
Sure. We'll just wait for a quick minute. Did the Karan go or something?
He just joined again.
He just? Okay.
I'm so sorry. The current has gone. I managed with the hotspot.
No problem at all.
Apologies.
No problem. No
Hello,
problem.
sorry, Toastmaster. Sorry, Toastmaster Swapna. Hello.
Go ahead, Rajesh. Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead. Speak.
Yeah. So coming back to the topic, necessity is the mother of all inventions. For me also, when I tried to, my necessity was to get rid of this social anxiety, and that was the reason why I searched for the ways to get rid of it, and that's how I kind of found this. I kind of invented this Toastmasters Nijampet. Then I got into it, and coming to the present day, even now, taking up this chance of speaking in front of you all, this is also kind of my necessity to get rid of social anxiety. That's why I took the chance. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for that wonderful attempt on the topic. I think we all are very anxious people, whether we accept or we don't accept. And this is one platform wherein we all come and we just loosen ourselves up, because we all know that each and every one of us, no matter how old or how new is in this fraternity, we are all sailing on the same boat. So welcome to Toastmasters, and I hope that you're able to go ahead and get rid of your anxiety when you practice public speaking. So thank you so much for that. And with this, I would request our timer of the day, Area Director Raviteja Perry, to give away the timings for all the table topic speakers.
Shall I give away the time now or during the evaluation report that we have later? If you want me to, I can do that right now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm very fortunate to say that there are no disqualifications in the table topics round, and that is an achievement, of course. Congratulations, everybody. And with the list of order, the first person, Toastmaster Ram, took 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Mansa, presiding officer, took 2 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Jahnavi took 2 minutes 20 seconds. DTM, Toastmaster DTM Beena took 1 minute 52 seconds. Toastmaster Ameya took 1 minute 27 seconds. Toastmaster Rajesh took 1 minute 33 seconds. With this, I hand it over back to Toastmaster, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Swapna.
Thank you so much for that. And I now hand it over. I hope you all had a lovely time. I had a lovely time giving you all those topics and listening to everybody. And with this one, without wasting much time, I'm sharp at 7:55. I hand it back over to our beautiful Toastmaster of the day, Rimi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna, for conducting such a flawless session. I enjoyed your topics and I have learned a lot personally. And what I see is your energy is very infectious, and I have started to feel very energetic. I was very nervous at start. So thank you for that wonderful session and kudos to you. So let me talk about the theme. And firstly, I will have a brief recap. So visualization is concentrated dreaming. It is more of a conscious action with an intention. And as Daniel Goleman said, that there is our brain doesn't differentiate between reality and imagination. So we must visualize to materialize. Now, what is that one thing which we can do to visualize and to materialize our goal? What I feel is, when you are visualizing, you're not using your sight at all. The only thing which you are using when you're visualizing is your thoughts. So sometimes it so happens that when you're thinking about your goal or planning or simulating any uh, train of thoughts to achieve that goal, it so happens that we deviate and we think more on negative thoughts. So that will not at all help you to achieve your goal. So if you can make a conscious effort on thinking positive thoughts so that you can materialize your goal, it will help. And second thing, I also felt that if you can picture your end goal with details, with specific details, including your senses. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I feeling? What can I smell? What can I taste? This emotional attunement and your sensory attunement will actually help you to achieve your or materialize your goal. For example, let me say that if I want to, you know, speak to a larger audience. Now, what I can do is I can always picture myself giving the perfect speech. In weeks before, in advance, I can, picturize or visualize myself by picturing the audience, my choice of words, and the reaction from the crowd, which I will get once I am done with my speech. So, this visualization uh, with our sensory and emotional attunement will actually help us to materialize our goals faster. And if you, I also, when I was reading about visualization to materialize, I also, came across various areas which visualization technique is used. It is used by teachers, to help students achieve their desired results in terms of academics. It is used by sports psychologists to help athletes achieve their goal, and it is also used by normal counselors or psychologists to help achieve personal and professional goals. So with this small tip, I will like to hand over the session back to Toastmaster, I guess, Arvind, for general evaluation section, if I'm not wrong.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. We will now begin the third section of the Toastmasters meeting, which is the evaluation section. To evaluate the speech delivered by Toastmaster Lasya, may I invite distinguished Toastmaster Beena Mandrekar to please let us have the evaluation of the speech.
Of all the qualities that Ravi Teja has, the prominent among them is he knows how to brew a storm in a teacup. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, my target speaker, Lasya, set the backdrop of her story with a seemingly innocent exchange between her and Ravi. He lured her into the charms of Charminar. He fed her with lovely food and made her so happy and replete with joy and satiated. And then burst the bomb with aplomb, both bees silent. He told her that I want you to lead the eloquence of the following year. Now, our leitmotif is visualize to materialize. Lasya learned after 9 meetings that it is not so easy to visualize. She gave us a very vivid picture of meeting after meeting after meeting, and she took us through the pain of meeting again and again, futilely, till eventually at the 9th meeting, she said that she had some sort of a theme in hand. The pain of incubating a theme was very beautifully explained by her, and then finally the relief of delivering it. She gave us a vivid picture of what materialized. That is important. Visualize to materialize. Now she went on to the vivid picture of what materialized. The PR team badges, of which I have a sample. My husband and I, we both took separate ones. The PQD for speaking platforms and the unconferencing. Now, what I wanted here, a little bit of recommendation is more ways of showing how she visualized this. The result is always happy. She gave us a list of lovely things that happened at the eloquence, but I wanted to know her pain of visualizing, see more of that pain. Was she always successful? Did she always have a result at the end of these meetings? Were there disappointments? Did they have fights? What went on behind the scenes would have been a revelation of what pain she went through for the visualization. The material end of it was excellent. We all know, because we are privy to it, we are witness to it. We were part of that entire jamboree, and she's already given a validation by Aditya Maheshwaran. So that kind of was the icing on the cake. But I would have loved to know what went behind the scenes. So Lasya, you delivered excellently. You were enthusiastic, and there's nothing wrong in the technique, and your content was good. Only that little emotion, if it came in, I would have been delighted. So next time I want to see that. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Beena. And now we will have the report by the timer. Oh, please go ahead. Or do you come last, is it?
I'll come last.
Is that how
that
you
would be better.
do your...
Yes.
All right, thank you. May I now invite the R counter to give the report, please?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator Arvind Nair. Well, coming to my report, as I said earlier, I would be honoring honoring the members who avoided using filler words with the title superstar. So do you have any guess, or you're going to guess anyone who got the title superstar? So it's okay. I'm going to reveal Toastmaster Beena and Toastmaster Janvi. Yeah, exactly. True. Thank you, Ravi Teja. That's true. Toastmaster Beena and Toastmaster Janvi, I'm going to honor you with the title superstar for today's meeting. So yes, now we'll get into the report. Toastmaster of the day, Rimi, has used 3 hours. Toastmaster Lasya has used 2 hours. In table topics, Ram Vikas has used 2 hours and 3 short pauses and 1 filler words, which is so. And Toastmaster Manasa has used 2 hours and 1 short pause. Toastmaster Ameya has used I do twice. Rajesh has used 5 hours, 1 hour and 1 short pause. And without realizing, I also used many filler words in this report. Coming to the tips for this to perform better. Well, first relax yourself before speaking, calm down and then speak. And first of all, record your transactions well before, so that you won't fumble in between. And thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Arvind Nair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshita. And now may I have the report from the grammarian, please, Toastmaster Sunita.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Arvind. Even before I logged into the meeting, I had two names in my list for word of the day usage and idiom of the day, which was distinguished Toastmaster Arvind and distinguished Toastmaster Beena, because I knew it for sure that they both are going to use both. So I had their name already there. And obviously, my name is also there because I was the one to introduce both of it. So I have put my name also. And Lasya used thrice the word of the day, managed to use thrice the word of the day in her prepared speech, as well as she also used the idiom of the day. Now, moving on to good usage, I thought it was just one speech and less people, my work would be less, but it's extensive. I'm going to just read it quickly. Prominent role, good usage of words. Prominent role, scrumptious, gobbled, exhausting work, cliche, nincompoop, pechakucha, accolades, impose, procrastination, multitask, elaborate, incumbent, flawless, infectious, lured, incubating, futilely, revelation, privy, jamboree, simulating, attunement, astonished. Some of the phrases which I thought was really good were: the saga began, multitude of experiences, multiple sleepless nights, spare a moment, dance away like a maverick, luck plays a big role, happy accident, death of many, knees knocking. Moving on to some improper usage of language. There were somebody said, I will be telling a few things. That could have been said it better by saying, I will be speaking on or about a few things. Let us begin the could have been said as let's begin the. I was late for could have been said as I got delayed by. Nothing ring the bell is incorrect. You should have said it as nothing rang a bell. It was so attentive. It could have been better phrased as it grabbed my attention. Everywhere it is sweating could have better been said as it leaves you perspiring. I think you used the word transaction incorrectly. I'm assuming you meant transitions, is what I think. Moving on to one of my favorite part as a grammarian, I go with pronunciations also. I know that pronunciation isn't that essential. There is definitely no harm in learning on how to say a few regularly used words correctly. I also understand that we are all victim to regional dialect, but I would still like to mention a few words so that we can least bit make an attempt to correct it in future. So Y in yellow is not silent. So it's not yellow, it should be yellow. Then it's not deliver or delivering. It should be pronounced as deliver, delivering. And it's not says, it should be pronounced as says. O you are should not be pronounced as our, but it should be pronounced as are. Do not, even though P-O-W-E-R, do not pronounce it at power, but power. So you don't have to stress on the R. Searched, many a times I've seen a lot of people make mistake when a word ends with ed, we slice the word into two and say searched, talked. So I think it's just searched. You do not have to break the word. I guess that's my report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you for not stirring any storm here. It was a wonderful report. And now may I have the timer give his report.
Thank you so much, DTM Arvind Nair. So I have a constructive timing report. I just tried something new. So please bear with me for a couple of minutes. To start off with, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmasters Pasha, you had introduction and rules for the meeting for 1 minute 4 seconds, and you also talked about introduction to Golden Series for 48 seconds. Presiding officer Toastmaster Mansa, your introduction was for about 1 minute 27 seconds. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Remy. For you, I have classified it. Your introduction has 55 seconds. Your flow of the meeting, that the rule that you have discussed for, is for 1 minute. The theme I've divided into 4 parts. The first section is where you have time taken before introducing it to the general evaluator, which is 2 minutes 40 seconds. The second section is time taken before introducing the speaker. It is 26 seconds. The third section is the time taken before introducing the table topics master. It is 2 minutes 59 seconds. And the fourth section is time taken to introduce the general evaluator, which is 3 minutes 13 seconds. Next up, I would like to go ahead with the first segment, which is the prepared speeches. It comes to Toastmaster Lasya. Toastmaster Lasya took overall time of 9 minutes and 44 seconds, in which she spoke for the introduction for about 1 minute 40 seconds, and the body matter consisted for about 5 minutes 20 seconds, and the conclusion for 2 minutes 44 seconds. So next up is the table topics, as I've already covered, and next comes is the general evaluator report, where the general evaluator DTM Toastmaster Arvind took 41 seconds, and the report I will share it with him offline. Our counter Toastmaster Akshita took introduction for 59 seconds, and the report is for 1 minute 44 seconds. Grammarian Toastmaster Sunita took introduction for about 1 minute 40 seconds, and the report is for around 3 minutes 49 seconds. Coming back to the third segment of the day, Toastmaster, and yeah, not to miss out, Table Topics Master to DTM Toastmaster Swapna took for about introduction 1 minute 22 seconds. Evaluator DTM Bina took 3 minutes 15 seconds in total, and in which introduction for is about for 55 seconds. The positives was for 1 minute 8 seconds, and the recommendation was for 15 seconds. Not to forget the conclusion for 15 seconds. Yes, I think I've covered everybody. Just in case if I missed anybody, I'll let you know after the end of the meeting. Thank you so much, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Timer. I feel exhausted listening to that Timer's report. And now, may I come to the general evaluation of the meeting. We began the meeting on the dot at 7 p.m. with the Sergeant at Arms stating the mission of the club and also mentioning the statutory rules of the online meeting, and a little introduction about the Golden Ticket series. We then had the presiding officer who spoke on visualizing and the larger picture, and then introduced the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day, Remy, congratulations on taking up the role as a stand-in for somebody who had to relinquish because of some other emergency. And I must say, I loved the research that you had actually put in. It came out through the whole thing that you had as a Toastmaster of the day. You kept on talking to us, introducing what the word means and how it can be done, what was read. You mentioned about the book, and then you gave various examples. It was quite engrossing, and you really strung the meeting together at every point, bringing in a little about visualizing to materialize. And I should say, it did, whatever was your vision, did materialize. And I'm happy to say that, yes, I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was a little more learning for me. And for every Toastmaster meeting that I attend, I always make it a point to take back something new. The R Counters report was wonderful, and there was something new that we don't do in our part of the world, is to call somebody a superstar. Those who don't use any of the filler words. Now, I'm very careful. I wouldn't say flawless, because there are some Toastmasters and some meetings, they use this word flawless, which I'm a little against. Anyway, that's a different thing. But yes, you had a wonderful thing to say superstar. And you also gave a tip, you suggested something. That's something that I think we would take back, I would take back and try and implement it in our part of the world. Grammarian, Sunita, wonderful job done. Very elaborate words, phrases, pronunciations. Wonderful. Lovely report. Toastmaster Day, Sapna kept the whole, put everybody at ease with her bubbly demeanor and had wonderful speakable topics there. Sapna, I wish you had, I know we are all Toastmasters here and there's also probably some guests here. I wish you could have enunciated the 4 skills that we would be, the 4 skills that we could improve when we attempt a table topic. That's 4 skills like listening, thinking, organizing, and delivery. Those are the 4 skills that we would. And yes, you gave the birthday girl a wish today. Janvi, you spoke about your wish. Great. That was lovely. I think, and the timer's report is exhaustive, like I've already said. Great. You attempted something new. Did you visualize this? And I must say that it was great. I wish it could have been, if I think at some of the other meetings that I've attended, they have something that they put onto the screen and say each person took how much time. And I thought you would put it up on screen. However, now coming to the good part is all what I've already said, and I love the meeting. This was done in a different way from what we do in our part of the world. And a few things that I think you may like, or I could suggest that you may like to incorporate with DTM should be avoided, TMOD, etc. should be avoided. DTM, you have to call out to as the distinguished Toastmaster. And if you would have paid attention, we had a couple of people who said it in full form. It should never be said in a short form. So please have it said as distinguished Toastmaster so-and-so. You need to avoid, this is a much of an obsolete term. Let's take it and give it back to Shakespeare and let it lie in the grave with him without much ado, without much wasting much time. Why do you have to say that and waste your time? Those nanoseconds can be utilized elsewhere. Another thing that we find is I can't quantify thanks. So why should I say thank you so much or thank you whatever? Why is it said how much or very much or so much? The word thank you would suffice. Just say thank you. Try to cut off the extension tail that it has been given by so many people because it makes absolutely no sense. We are all Toastmasters. So let's address everyone as Toastmasters when we greet them. Not hello all or good evening all or everyone. Let's call ourselves Toastmasters, or if they're our guests, we can say fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters to make them, give them a feeling that we want you. If you like this, if you like what you hear and see, then we would like you to take up and become a member of our club. So call them as future Toastmasters so they feel welcome. I did see some people putting up, showing the thumbs up during when the word of the day or the theme of the day was used. And that's another sore thumb for me. So it sticks out like a sore thumb for me because in our part of the world, we don't do that for a simple reason that the grammarian's role, you are depriving the grammarian of enhancing the listening skills. the moment the grammarian is visualizing something else, so daydreaming, not visualizing, and suddenly sees the thumb sticking out. Oh, there, somebody has used it. Let me make a note of it. Or if I am speaking and I love to see such thumbs up, I'll keep using the word right, left, and center, whether it makes a sense or not. And it's the extra job for the grammarian to sort of I would say I'm content with what I have experienced. But if I need to say something about the matter, I would say the content is something that I didn't like. It's the content. So the pronunciation comes out with a K sounding word, content. And if I'm happy, it's content. So these were some of the things that I saw, which if you wish to, you could incorporate, and it's a different learning. But yes, I do understand and take back some of the things that I've seen here. So it was a wonderful experience for me, and thank you for having so many gray hairs floating around today at your meeting. Thank you very much.
Speech
And over to the
evaluation.
Toastmaster.
Speech evaluation.
Yes. Do we do the speech evaluation? In my part of the world, we don't. So, all right. So if you want me to do it, great. Great job, Veena. Your use of language was just flowing. And I'm sure as a professor, as a lecturer, and Lasya, you were so, what should I say, so lively, that the whole thing just came out as a story. Your speech was wonderful. Have I missed anyone, or would like somebody say that, talk about me? I think I've spoken about everybody, and we're still on time. Thank you, and over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arvind, for that very elaborate report. I have learned a lot, and I'm sure as a president, I will surely incorporate these suggestions in my club as well. So now we have come to the end, and I will like to conclude my theme, the theme of today's meeting, which is visualize to materialize. For conclusion, I have considered 3 examples. These are some well-known people who have incorporated visualize to materialize. I hope you relate to them because I was strongly able to relate to them. So boxing legend Muhammad Ali was always stressing the importance of seeing himself victorious long before the actual fight, which helped him win the matches and he became a legend. Struggling actor Jim Carrey used to picture himself being the greatest actor in the world, and which turned out to be in the best way possible for him. Michael Jordan, the basketball player, always took the last shot in his mind before he even took one in real life. So these performers among men have mastered the technique of positive visualization and it as a success tactic. So for all of you out there, people who want to learn to shoot basketball, who can show considerable improvement by visualizing shooting baskets in their heads and simply visualizing the piano or guitar piece which you want to learn, can have a significant improvement. So conclude, I will like to say that being able to do something in your head greatly increase your chance of being able to do it in real life. With this, I conclude my theme and call upon Toastmaster Manasa to take over. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Manasa, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I apologize in advance in case there are any technical glitches from my end because there is a power cut and I'm running on mobile data. Thank you once again, Toastmaster of the Day, for conducting such a seamless meeting. I thoroughly enjoyed every bit of it, and I would like to especially also thank the Table Topics Master for such an engaging segment and the General Evaluator for a very valuable General Evaluation segment. So before I speak my closing words, I would like to acknowledge the presence of a trio member here, Distinguished Toastmaster Sapna Ori. Distinguished Toastmaster Sapna, the stage is yours to address the members.
Okay, just give me a quick 20 seconds. My mom is here talking to my sister. I just have to ask her to leave the room 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, see, so everybody in my house is so used to Toastmasters now. She just kept the phone down. All right, thank you so much, Mansa. But it was lovely being here. It's always a pleasure to visit Hyderabad. Lasya actually, brought a lot of memories back from Eloquence when we were all dreamers and mavericks. And I forgot the last one. I'm really sorry because I was a maverick and a dreamer, so I don't remember the last one. Fighter, yes. But she brought a lot many memories back, and I've seen you guys so much virtually now that I really want to see you guys in person. But I really want to thank Area Director Ravi Teja and his entire clubs in his area, the area council, wherein you guys are coming together and you guys are trying to put a meeting together and doing the golden ticket event. I think it's a wonderful initiative, and thank you so much for bringing in the legends to this meeting today. That includes Beena and Arvind, obviously the gray hairs, but thank you for even bringing in Sunita. I mean, I don't get to see them in Bombay so much that I'm getting to see them across District 98 these days. But it's a wonderful platform wherein we all are coming together from different, different places and trying to share the best practices. I was just in Arvind's club before this, and I texted him like, I am in your home and where are you? And he's like, I'll see you in Hyderabad. And whenever I see Arvind anywhere and I'm playing a role, that's like the best time. I always have a glee on my face because I get to ask him for feedback, which he generally doesn't end up giving me anyways. But this is only formal platform, he'll give me feedback. But thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you guys. And I wish to see more people. Ravi, I think you got to do some dance moves and get more people into your meetings. It's a beautiful initiative.
If I may,
right? Get them all.
Yeah, just to answer. So this is Area Director Chisti's initiative. It is just G3, but I'm glad and fortunate because one of my clubs, which I'm a part of, Home Club VJM Toastmasters, is a part of this. So directly or indirectly, I'm always connected to G3. So I'll definitely share this as a feedback to him and ensure that next time we work really the best.
Absolutely, get more people, folks. I mean, like, this is your initiative, and I'm very happy to see Sparsha, Mansa, Janvi. Wish you a very happy birthday again. And I mean, seriously, Rude, on your birthday, you are in a Toastmasters meeting that really showcases your commitment to the program. But thank you so much for having me here. And next time when I'm coming, I want to see a lot more people and a lot more fun as well happening. But thank you so much. I'm taking back a lot of things today. Ravi gave a brilliant report, and so did Sunita. So I'm like really, really happy. But thank you so much for having me. And now I'm going to hand it back over to our presiding officer, Mansa.
Thank you, distinguished.
Mansa, could you permit me to speak?
Yes.
Could you permit me to speak?
Yes, please.
All right. This is something that I'd like to share on this platform here for everybody to know. We're continuously learning. A special mention said, I think the pronunciation is so and so. And she came back a minute later and she said, I've checked, but that's not the pronunciation of the word. I said, thank you very much. That's something I learned. She came back 2 or 3 days later and sent me a message saying, what you said is right. it can also be said in that way. It can also be pronounced in that way. I became richer in the knowledge that the word could be pronounced two different ways. Even at this stage, we are open to learn and we are peers. So even if you say that we have gray, the gray matter is still in, and we like to enhance it, and we keep enhancing it. Sparsha, I'd like to especially thank you for bringing it up. And yes, uh, you did not hesitate. How would I ever speak to him? How can I ever tell him? There's, like I said, we're all peers, we're all learning together. There should be no discrimination. You shouldn't be feeling afraid of who the person is, or if you know, we can speak, and it's the communication, it's the way you communicate that helps, and we're all learning together. Thank you. And I also wanted to say, Ravi, what happened was I just got the poster at about 3 or 3:30, having asked for it. And even the agenda was not the way I would have loved to see with timings, because for me, I would like to see the timings, and then if we had more speakers and if you had a voting, because it was specifically said we're not going to have any voting today, but if you had the voting, I wouldn't like to listen to the evaluation before I cast my vote at the end. I would like to do it at every section that is over. And I would like the timer to come and say that we are X minutes beyond time at this section. So what happens is the next person, like the table topics, if it's the second section is the table topic master, will know, even if I have prepared 10 and 15 topics, I must sacrifice my script for whatever it is, so that I am within the time allotted to me. And so even the general evaluator and also the Toastmaster of the day will take cognizance of the same, because ultimately this is a project, and in project work, you have so many managers, you have deadlines for everything, you have to stick to the deadline. And because we do this, it's teamwork, which we automatically learn. We forgo our egos, etc., but stick to the time. It's the project that is needed, and it has to be delivered on time. That's what counts. So if you can change, I do not know. I know I've been told that Hyderabad does it this way. We bring each person. See, there are three main persons conducting the meeting and holding the meeting together. That's the Toastmaster of the day, the table topic master, and the general evaluator. So if you bring them at appropriate time and ask, and then you come in and tell the timing for that particular section, it stays better than you coming out at the beginning and rattling off for all the three sections. If there's somebody new, they would wonder, why is that person not getting the vote, or why is he disqualified? So also think of the guests that are there. That's what I feel, but you may either take the suggestion and see how it works in one of the meetings. If it doesn't work, because you need to reinvent a bit. And the toast, TMOD, is not, the O should be in small, not in capital. So it's TM, O small, and D capital. These are a few things that I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Arvind. In fact, feedback is much necessary for us, because we'll be doing it every month. So this feedback will definitely help us to work better. And I've noted those points. I'll mention it with the team. Thank you again.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Arvind. We will go over your feedback once again and see what we can implement in the short run and the long run, and it is definitely helpful to all of us. I would like to once again thank every one of you for attending this meeting and staying till the end. Now, if everyone can please turn on your camera, we can take a quick group picture. Toastmaster Lasya, Janvi, Ramvikas, and Akanksha. Please turn on your video. Okay, meanwhile, we will take a quick picture. 3, 2, 1. I'll share the pictures later with all of you. Now I would like to hand the stage back to the Sergeant at Arms of this meeting, Toastmaster Sparsha, to conclude the meeting.
Thank you, Manasa, and thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Arvind Nair, for that recollection of what happened in the previous meeting. Thanks a lot. And I want to thank all the Toastmasters and the upcoming Toastmasters to be patient throughout the meeting and participate deliriously. And I want to even say that I particularly feel ostracized whenever people speak about that your eloquence, because my mentor keeps suggesting that whatever PQ or PR team has to work the way the eloquence team has worked. So I really feel very ostracized whenever people speak about it. So besides that, it was lovely having you all for this meeting, for this episode. And if you guys want to know more updates about the other episodes of Golden Ticket series, you can tune in into the Instagram account, area G3_D98. Mansa will share the details with you in the chat box. So with that, I want to conclude and I declare the meeting as closed. Thank you all. So I am ending the meeting. So unless you guys have anything else to proceed with.
I have nothing. So see you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Presiding officer, I think you should have, who opens the meeting? Who declares the meeting open? You don't have that? Because in
For us, Sergeant at Arms declares the meeting open.
Because in our part, it's actually the presiding officer because only the presiding officer has the authority to use the gavel. Nobody else.
Okay. For us, Sergeant at Arms uses the gavel.
Sergeant at Arms does that for us.
Yeah.
I don't know from where that has come, because we've always had this, and for 12 years, and it's always the presiding officer who has the gavel and also closes the meeting, because then you say, I declare the meeting closed. And it's only touched once at the beginning, once at the end. It's not used like we see in the movie. So never used at the time. Anyway, those are few things which you need. All right, bye. Good night. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mansa. Bye.